टॉर्चे अमरीकी गुलकार हैं, पाकिस्तान में गरीब और मुस्तहिक आवाम की खिदमत में अपनी ज़िंदगी वक्फ करने वाले अमरीकी गुलकार हैं। टॉर्चे इनका नाम है और किसी तारुफ के मुताज नहीं हैं। टॉर्चे ने समंदरी तूफ़ान कटरीना और श्रीलंका में जो सुनामी समेत दुनिया में मुख्तलिफ कुदरती आफात के मौके पर अपनी जो हैं खिदमत खल्क सर अंजाम दिए। जबकि जब 2005 में पाकिस्तान में ज़िलज़ला आया तो खिदमत खल्क का जज्बा लेकर पाकिस्तान आ पहुँचे और इसी तरीके से यूँ जितने भी मुतासरा इलाके थे वहाँ पे अपनी तंजीमी तवील मुद्दत में खिदमत उन्होंने सर अंजाम दी और इस वक्त हमारे साथ स्टूडियो में मौजूद हैं। उनको वेलकम करते हैं। अस्सलाम वालेकुम टॉड।
Walaikum salam. How are you, Munib?
I am perfect. How are you?
Good. Doing well.
You know, I had to say this because you look, mashallah, say very handsome. So walk us through.
How much did I pay him?
We
I can't remember. Must have been a handsome amount.
It's live. We don't talk about these things.
I'm sorry.
You know, off the record. So
tell us about your journey.
Coming to Pakistan about almost 18 years ago. I came with a group of Pakistani American doctors for the earthquake, the Zalzala, in 2005. Before that, I was a musician for many years, had a record deal, went to New York to play a big show for some record labels, and had been managed by the guy that brought the Beatles and the Rolling Stones to America, and he'd set up this big showcase for me to play for all the big labels. We were looking for a major distribution deal and hoping that we would get their attention, but that was scheduled for September 12th, 2001. So September 11 happened the day before, and I saw the towers on fire, and I went down and worked at Ground Zero. I never had any training in disaster relief before, but I ended up kind of realizing down there that I was naturally good at disaster logistics. So I worked there for about a week until I wasn't needed anymore. But it changed my life, and it took me off the trajectory of looking for fame and fortune in a music career, and using my music and my newly discovered
you
talents.
basically found peace.
Well,
Can we say that?
I don't know if I found
you found
peace.
a direction.
Yeah, I think I just found that I was good at doing something that really helped humanity in a much more, real, tangible way, rather than just playing music. Not that music also has a very healing, healing for humanity, but in the real sense of doing relief work and getting supplies and medicines and helping rescuers and doctors who are rescuing people and helping people. That really, was something that that really felt natural for me at that point. And so I went with it, and I went to many other countries. And of course, when the 2005 earthquake happened, I came to Pakistan. I thought I'll stay for 2 weeks, and here it is, almost 18 years later, and y'all still can't get rid of me.
अच्छा ख़वातीनो हज़रत, एक बात मैं आपको बताता हूँ। टॉड माशाल्लाह से मुसलमान हैं और इन्होंने शादी भी पाकिस्तान में की। हमें शादी के बारे में उर्दू थोड़ा सा उर्दू आता है।
You know, us Boras, we're really bad with language. We don't learn any other language, when we're kids, and so when we're old and we can't learn anymore easily, then now I'm in this situation where there's every other village there's a new language.
Exactly.
It's amazing how many languages
different accents, different dialects. So.
But I've got all the great Urdu words, like Zabardast, Khubsurat, and Behtareen, and Mazadar, and all those things. I got those down.
Those are the words.
Chalo ji, jaldi. I can keep going.
What's the best food dishes that you've eaten in Pakistan? You like them?
Well, I've gained 100 pounds, since I came
We can see that.
Absolutely. I really, I wear this as a badge of honor. This represents the extreme love and hospitality of the Pakistani people right there. Because they never let you, like if you have one plate, never let you go with just one plate.
No,
you're going to have seconds, and you're going to have everything. So I love, Pakistani food is amazing. I think that I have a lot of favorites. The barbecue here is great. The keema, I love keema. I love biryani.
Biryani is love.
Yeah,
biryani is
I mean, but you can just keep going. I love the eggplant dishes and a lot of the sabzi dishes. And the saag and cornbread.
Saag.
Makki ki roti.
Oh my God.
Makki ki roti. That's
nice. Good. Especially when you're in the village, you're off in some far-flung place. Because with all the disasters and all the calamities that have hit Pakistan, my team and I have worked all over Pakistan. Wonderful. So wherever I go, we have the makki ki roti, and it's a little bit different then it's different in Azad Kashmir or in Swat or in Balochistan. You'll get a different variety.
That's
and
true.
but it's an amazing taste.
All right. So, Todd, walk us through your journey in Pakistan. As I told the audiences, that you married in Pakistan.
Yes.
So, was that definitely not an arranged marriage? Was it, or was it a love marriage? Walk us through the marriage.
No, it was not arranged at all. In fact, I think my wife Fozia is still trying to figure out how I got that going. But actually, in 2019, I was asked to go on Radio Pakistan and do an interview.
All right.
And so I went there and I did the interview. And there was a lady working in the admin department who was tasked with giving us a tour of the place and bringing us some tea and all that. So it was Fozia, my future wife. And
who knew?
Yeah, so she took care of us and gave my assistant and I a tour of the place, and just looked after us and all that. So I was really impressed with her, and I said to my assistant as we left, I said, she's going to make an amazing wife to somebody someday. And I didn't think about it again, But then about 7-8 months later, during COVID, I was in the US. I was stuck there. I couldn't get a flight back to Pakistan because I'd been fundraising there and when COVID happened.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, everything shut down. I'm sitting in the Washington, D.C. area. And while you're sitting there by yourself, I had my phone and my laptop so I could keep working, with my team here. But I was basically by myself. So in all that time by myself, I remembered her and I thought of her. And I was like, you know what? It's probably maybe not even a 5% chance she would be interested, but maybe if I try to find her number or something. So I got in touch with the guy that had interviewed me, and I said, hey, that young lady, do you know how I can get in touch with her? I want to book more shows on Radio Pakistan. And he
Pakistani.
He gave me the number. So I texted her on WhatsApp. Hi, I'm Todd. I was on the show a few months back, and I just saying hello. And she wrote back, who are you? What do you want? And I'm like, I'm the Gora that was there, and I did the radio show, and you looked after us. And she was like, oh yeah, I remember you. What do you want?
What do you want?
Oh my God.
And I was like,
straight away question.
Yeah, and I thought that any time now she's going to block me, right? I'm going to get blocked. I didn't say anything inappropriate or anything. I was very friendly, but still, that's a precarious time where if you're approaching somebody that you like, and then probably they might get rid of you. But anyway, I said to her, she goes, why are you contacting me? I said, well, I'm sitting here, it's COVID, and I was just thinking, I remembered you, and I thought maybe when I come back, if I can ever get a flight back, maybe we could meet for coffee and say hello. And so she sent me back a heart. And that began a relationship that slowly...
A direct heart from, what do you want? And then a direct heart.
Yes.
That is some journey.
So what was very lucky for me, fortunate by Allah, is that for the last 2 years before that time, she was going to work, and then she would go to the hospital, PIMS hospital, to take care of her father who had cancer. And she was looking after him and staying with him. So she had no time for all these marriage proposals. She was getting so many, but she was taking care of her father. And then when her father finally got out of the hospital and he was going to be all right, they saved his leg and everything. So she took her parents to for Umrah in Saudi Arabia. And so basically after that, her and her parents prayed for a husband. And then this thing came up with me. So probably when they prayed, they never thought, some Gora will come along. But anyway, when I came back to Pakistan, she said, if my parents agree, then I'll marry you. If they don't agree, then I will not marry you. Very simple, cut and dry. They agreed, and we got married, and in August of 2020. And mashallah, on Eid day, 9 months later, exactly, little Muhammad Sultan was born. And now he will be 2 on Friday. So there you go. I have my little Pakistani American baby here.
Mashallah.
And we're very
Mashallah,
happy.
mashallah.
And mashallah, and thanks God.
That's
Mashallah,
a wonderful story,
mashallah.
right?